There's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake, a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. But yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get. Seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone. I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stand my feet.
Merhaba arkadaşlar, kanalıma hoş geldiniz. Ben Ramazan abi. Bugün Alan Wake, Korku oynuyoruz. Evet. Yazarımız şu anda arabaya bir şey oldu. Tüfek mi var elinde? Kaçmamız lazım da. Niye öyle oldu? Kaç kaç kaç.
You think you can just make up stuff? You figure out Mr. Dickhead! You can't stand me!
Niye çıkmıyor bu? Oo, öldük zaten ya, oraya düştük. Anlamadım, bir saniye. Lan çıkmıyor ki buraya. Ama bu şey olmuyor ya. Ama bu olmuyor. Seyre seyre kaçmam lazım.
The character from the story I'd been working.
Sit. to die by the hands of your opposition.
Tövbe estağfurullah tövbe.
Oh no! No! No! No!
There was no way out.
Yok.
Follow the light. You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
I'm recording this in May 2021. We celebrated the 11th anniversary of the original game last week. I'm very happy to be doing this. I'm very grateful for the continued love and support that all Alan Wake's fans have kept showing us.
And more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing.
I'm really happy that we got to make this remastered version. Both for you, our fans, to return to it. With crisper visuals and modern technology, now we can take advantage of the power of the new platforms to offer improved graphics and better frame rate and improved cinematics, because they were not the best part of the experience due to some production reasons, even back then. And of course, give this opportunity for new players on new platforms to experience Alan Wake for the first time. This is the original game, remastered. This is not a remake. We have not touched the actual content and the story, just the visuals and the tech.
Now you'll die.
Öl lan artık.
You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. It's all. It will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, terrible darkness was taking over the world. Lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth. This way.
Lan kaç tanesiniz oğlum? Bir bitmiyorsunuz lan. Çık güvenli yer. Ha koş hadi öleceğiz la koş.
Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Okay, so let's talk about beginnings a bit. I mean, for all of these creative projects, it would be nice to claim that these stories and these experiences, the visions of them, have just popped out of our heads and been ready. But in truth, it takes a long time, and there are many different beginnings for these stories. And sometimes looking back, it's even hard to say where it all began. Some ideas have been bouncing around in your head for a long time, and then suddenly it burst out from the dark, and there it is, and that's one nugget that ends up being a beginning.
I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance to interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be this. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Ya fotoğraf yapacak kız.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. So you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my
Barry. Yeah, we just got it.
giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone now.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great.
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. Buddy, talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car. We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, yes, fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment.
One of the beginnings for Alan Wake deals with the structure of the story. Working on Max Payne games, I was writing a movie in my head, traditional three-act structure. But that was around the time when everybody was watching DVDs, season DVDs of TV shows. And I started thinking that this would be an awesome structure for a game story because of a similar length.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Bu adam şeyi
Are you
kapatalım
staying
ya.
long, Mr. Wake? I can't believe it. I'm having a conversation.
Tam buydu.
Alan Wake.
Are you on your own, or is your wife with you? I can show you the town if you want. I get off work at 6.
Thanks, Rose. We'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable. Ah!
It does that. Get stuck. Yeah, you need to give it a good solid whack.
Alışmıyor mu bu ya?
Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
Don't go in there, darling. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find
You don't
Stucky,
want to die,
to get the
do
key
you?
and get out as soon as
Worse.
possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans
listen.
always did. Hello? Mr. Stucky?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. And by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the
Tamam,
dark.
tamam.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. Key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay, we can talk about this later.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand. Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. Pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way. In
It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia, the fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Yaşam bakan ya, değil mi? 10 numara. Herkesin yaşamak istediği bir ortam. Keşke böyle bir evim olsaydı. Emekli olacağım, para gelecek, yatacağım böyle, yaşayacağım böyle hayatı. Herkes böyle bir hayat ister ya.
Here we go. Let's take a look inside.
It's dark in there. We need lights. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
Hello? Anyone here?
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
Elektrik nereden açılıyor? Para girilmiyor.
Heaven looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier.
Allah Allah, nerede acaba elektrik?
For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned.
Tövbe.
Damn. I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island.
Ben bulamadım, elektrik sigorta nerede? Elektrikte kapı giriş.
The near best guests have started to ran into one very famous artist. See if we can rope him into an interview later. Now let's go to the phones. Call.
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
Neredeymiş bak. Nereden girecek buraya? Allah Allah. Ay, kapıyı niye düzgün yapmıyorsunuz ya? Manzara ama 10 numara güzelmiş abi. Hani manzaraya. Güzelmiş kapı.
Old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Bozdular ha, söyleyeyim. Bu ne ya? Böyle elektrikli şey mi olur?
Up a bit and start sitting.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here. The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
Alice? Honey?
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
Böyle çalışma odası.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get.
Alice, everyone.
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. Read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not.
Alan? Alan?
Wait, just don't. I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice. God damn it.
I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. Needed some time alone to think things through.
Oh.
Alice?
Alice?
It had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
Nerede bu? Lan biz buraya nasıl geldik? Ay yorulma abi. Karnına bir şey oluyor, adam yoruluyor.
What the hell?
Alice? Oh no!
Keep going.
Alice?
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice.
Ani.
The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Allah Allah.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
O ne orada?
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Atlayamayız. Enfre falan bir şey yok mu ya? Şey yok. Ha? Ama düşüyor. Ben şimdi ne de atlayacağım?
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. Didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either. The gas station was my best bet.
Diyenler
They'd have a phone I
hanımefendi.
could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Nereden atlayabiliriz buradan? Nasıl aşağı ineceğiz? Şurada yol var mı? Bakalım bir.
Hello? Hello? Someone there?
Ya onu yazman gerek yok ya. Yazmasan da olur.
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. It was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. Couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive. Departure by Alan Wake.
İstasyona bir ulaşalım bakalım. Ne var bu istasyonda?
Please! I've been in an accident!
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Ben gidebiliyoruz mu? Askerlik komando! Ya bak yaptık biz. Dur la dur. Komando.
Anybody there? Please! I've been in an
Tomruk
accident!
ağaçları. Her yerde tomruk ağaçları var. Kesim falan yapmışlar burada. Çam ağacı bunlar.
Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident! I need help! Listen, I need to...
Cabins for rent in...
Yuh!
Carl Stucky. Meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
Adam ya gelip duruyor ya. Kaç. Lan kaçmıyor oğlum bu ya. Lan çıkmasana. Abi sen de hemen yorum ölüm var ya. Ne kahvesi ya? Adam ölümle kapışıyor, kahve termosu al diyor. Abo tomruk. Adamı öldürür valla. Yuh. Abi başlar sen depo tutarı falan ya.
Had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Silah bulduk iyi. Tamam inceleyelim. Pilleri alalım. Al pilleri.
During your trying,
Yapma lan çene yapma.
it's the latest in
Yes.
testimony.
Sheriff Station.
Woman.
Hello? Hello?
Two. One. Boom.
Adam manyak kafayı yemiş ya. Allah'ın manyağı.
During your
Ne yapacağım ben?
trying,
Yes.
it's the latest
Right Falls Sheriff Station.
in
Hello?
next to
Kapıyı aç abi aç. Kapıyı açmıyor. Bir şey de açmıyor. Ne yapacağım?
A bulldozer had gone over the cliff to the office. I hoped Stucky had suffered the same fate, but I wasn't planning on staying to find out.
Oğlum ne benzin istasyonmuş bu ya. Lan cephane niye bitiyor? Lan cephane niye bitiyor? O kadar mermi aldık ya. Çok saçma. Ya ama saçma ama yani saçma. La oğlum bir dur ya. Bir dur ama yani saçmalık. Lan bir git. Evet ben öldüm ama ölürüz yani. Ölmüyor ama bunlar.
sick.
Binebiliyoruz mu? Yok. Işığı niye kapattık? Işık iyiydi
The
ya.
dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
Ay bir adamlar. Adamlar ölmüyorlar ki. Dur bir ya dur.
The hell was that?
Aynı yere gelmedik mi arabanın kaza yaptığı yere? Aynı yere geldik.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Abi Beyzat'ı nerede artık? Ulaşalım mı? Ulaşamadık gittik ya.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Ama o arkadan geliyor pezevenk ya. Ama olmaz ki yani bu. Ama oradan buradan geliyor. Ben görmüyorum arkamdan geliyor. Ben nasıl göreyim bunları? Abi şerefsizlik ya. Olmaz. Oğlum silah bunlar da kullanıyor lan. Bunlarda silah varmış bunun. Yuh ne atıyor pezevenk ya? Lan ölmüyor lan bu. Mermi de bitti ya. Hiç sorma ya. Ha gitti. Şu var onu yapmayalım. Ama oradan öl buradan öl. Bu ne ya? Her yerden ölmek için. Bu da tuzak abi bu da tuzak.
Staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way. There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site. All this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Kayboluyorlar, ölmüyorlar diye yani. Ne yazıyor?
Heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching.
Buradan çıkmamız lazım. Aslında buraya tırmanır insan ya. O zaman tombul gibi işlerle biz kendimize yol yapmamız lazım. Başka bir yol yok. İşte anlamam bu işlerden de. Olmadı ki. Lan bir yol yapmak lazım da nasıl yapacağız? Nereden çıkacağız abi ya? Yolu bulamadık. Nereden çıkabiliriz? Nereden? O zaman bunu iyi hareket ettim. Yo, biz hala buna şey yapamayız ki. Ama üstüne. Yok. Abi nasıl çıkacağız yukarı yola doğru? Arkadaşlar bir fikri olan var mı yukarı nasıl çıkacağımızın? Tamam buradan çıkılıyor. Heh. Buradan tırmanılıyor tamam. Arasına şey yapacağız. O buldum. O niye yine başla? Oyun oynadık zaten de oyun başlatma olur mu? Çözüm arayacaksın. Oyunun bu şey bu sorunlara karşı çözüm üretiyorsun. Oyun oynayan insanlar sorunlara karşı çözüm üretme becerisi yüksek oluyor. Ben bu oyun oynamayı nasıl seviyorum. Bak oradan bir şey bulduk. Şunu yol yapacağız kendimize. Tamam bir çıkalım. Dur bakalım bir. Ha bak gördün mü çıktık. Petrol'e bir gelemedik zaten. Bu petrol nasıl geleceksek? Uçamadık gittik ya. Ne var? Bir açalım bakalım.
Just outside for a breath of fresh air and what? I know most of you are probably in your beds by now. If you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather's absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. You listeners know I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and would keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walking.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason all this is heard something rough with it.
Bak.
Go after it.
Probably a rabbit.
Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Sounds like he went.
Wi-Fi'yi de alalım.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Nereden geliyor onlar ya? Mahsus bir şey diyor dayı. Ne diyorsun sen ya? Lan bir dur ya, bir durun ya. Başımıza bela olur. Lan. Lan dur. Lan şerefsiz. Lan dur. Ulan şerefsiz. Lan mermi hemen bitiyor ya. Allah'ım yarabbim. Hemen mermi bitiyor bunda da ya. Lan şerefsiz. Mermi bitti ne yapacağız? Cephane bitti. Oyun nasıl devam edecek? Cephane biter mi oyunda? Çok saçma. Cephane bitmemesi lazım. Lan oğlum bir dur. Cephane biter oyun biter. Bu niye bitiyor cephane? Çok saçma ya. Ama yani bak acık mermi veriyorsunuz. Bu mermiyle savaşılmaz arkadaşım. Cephane bitiyor. Olmaz ki yani. Cephanesi oyun mu olur yani? Üretmedin ki yani. Kim küfür ediyor orada? Abi cephanesiz de oyun oynatıyorlar. Böyle saçma. Azıcık mermi veriyorsun 200 tane. Az sayfa oğlum ya.
Gas station was closer now. Its light welcoming in the darkness.
Abi bitmiyor adamlar. Mermi bir adam bitmiyor.
Firster is the best with no clubs. It's the best. The famous.
Pil de bitiyor. Pil yok mu kardeşim ya? Ama bir oradan geliyor bir buradan geliyor ama olmaz kardeşim ya. Ama ya mermi bitmesin ya. Ha cephane bitti. Adamını vurduk cephane de bitti. Ama yani cephanesi savaşılır mı ya? Ya cephanesi savaşıyorsun. Ya biz de yumruk atamıyoruz. Böyle saçmalık yok ya. Abi mermimiz az. Mermimiz az. Az mermiyle savaş çıkıyoruz ya.
The gas station was closer now. Its light welcoming in the darkness.
Firster is the best with no clubs.
Ha! Ver al abi. Ver. Şimdi ne yapacaksınız? Mermiyi de aldık. Abi görükmüyor ki buralar ya. Hadi gel gel gel. Buraya niye gelmiyorsun? Gelsene oraya. Buraya gelemiyorlar işte. Gel gel. Çö şerefsiz. Aynen geliyorlar la. Abi ben oradan çıkınca adam vuruyor ben nasıl gitsem aynen geliyorlar arkamdan. Gel sen de gel. Abi bu Bezos ne uzakmış bu benzinci ya. Ne uzakmış ya. Pil de hemen bitiyor. Ne pilmiş bu ya. Buradan gideyim. Oradan gideyim. Nereden gideceğiz abi biz buraya ya? Vallahi billahi gidemedik bir. Bir şey yok mu?
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Einstein, Sagan. This is among men. The price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, suicide.
Lan takıldık burada ya. Takıldık. Abi takıldı ya bu. Ah. Gel gel. Lan oğlum. Lan ölmüyor bu ya. Ölmüyor ya. Hadi ölsen artık.
Assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive. Recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Nasıl gireceğiz buraya? Abi buralar niye takılıyor?
The insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself. The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight. The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, it was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Right. Keep writing. Inside there's only darkness. Inside the cabin, inside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her, I'll fix it up. Bring her back. The story will come true. It's done. She's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Nerede telefon burada?
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Bunu da yarın akşam yapalım. Beni izlediğiniz için çok teşekkür ederim. Kanalıma abone olmayı, beğenmeyi Unutmayalım. Saygılar ve sevgiler. İyi geceler.